is an extreme issue which is happening from, it's actually from people issue to an extreme issue which is turning into a culture issue, right? It's about HR branding. This is very important too. So how often we are in a situation, right, about, oh, we don't want to hire an employee from that company because they have the culture issue. HR professional or HR leader or even a business leader. Let's talk about some of these situations. Let's see how it resonates with you. So number one thing is about employees are demotivated, not enthusiastic about their work, and they just somehow look like a zombie. How about another situation? Employees, most of them are actively looking for a new job and just waiting for the next job offer. How about another situation? Most of the employees think about the management team is only there to push them to do more work, and employees are thinking how to do even more less. So management is there to make them do more, and employees are looking to do less. If this is the three situation is actually resonating with you right now, so then this is a great video for you to watch, because I'm going to give you right now a bunch of tools and research with you so you can work on it right now. So now, the research we have done on this one is about a few hundred companies since 2021. So in these few hundred companies, 40% of the companies were from multinational company, 40% of the company was a local corporate, and 20% of them were established startup. So when I do the research, one of the fundamental things we find out this one is about, among all these workforces, the company who are not making enough profitability, or at least less than 5% of the growth, 80% of the workforce, they say this one, they are looking actively or passively for new opportunities. And now the second thing coming onto this one is about the companies, what the employees are working on. Another insight we find out this one is about leaders seeing the employees as the problem, not their extension. Because leaders are seeing this one, the employees are there to make them to work more, but actually they are not really helping them to extend their impact into the workforce. So now, the percentage of the leaders say this one, that the employees are not the extension, is almost 85%. That's a huge number period of time. So now, how do we can solve this problem? What is the solution for it? So before I talk about the solution, this is an extreme issue which is happening from, it's actually from people issue to an extreme issue which is turning into a culture issue right now. It's part of the culture already. And among these hundreds of companies, we find out almost 30% of the company are in that zone where the extreme negative culture they have get into it. So now, how do we can solve this problem? To solve this problem, the framework we use is called Workforce Flywheel Framework. In the Workforce Flywheel Framework, we have three columns where we have disciplined people. Column number 2, we have a discipline process, and the last column is about discipline culture. And this problem is typically coming from discipline culture. So now, I'm going to talk about the other columns probably in another video. I'm going to give you that link so you can watch that video too. But now let's focus on culture right now. So when we talk about this culture, it's basically particularly two fundamental bricks we need to build on to build this right culture in our workforce. So that means we can create a flywheel effect in our workforce so we can continuously keep helping companies from moving from one level to the next level. So what are those different levels of business? So let's take a few seconds to talk about it. So normally, $0 to $1 million business are called a startup business. It's a level 1. Then we have a $1 to $10 million business, which is about level 2. Then we have a $10 to $100 million business, which is about level 3. Then we have a $100 to $1 billion business revenue, which is level 4. And then we have a billion to $10 billion or even $100 billion business. Right now, this is level 5. So now, whatever company you are working on, your companies belong to one of this level right now. So now, to take the company from one level to another level, which is the primary objective of an HR leader or a business leader right now, is to take the company to the next level. But however, now we are living in a very interesting period of time. Everything is under change through the transformation, the new competition, economic situation, pushing the company from present level to next level, because the company is losing revenue means company losing the present level to dropping to the lower level. And this is where the CEOs and the business leader mission is to find a solution to lift up the company to the next level. And to lift in this one, we need to create that flywheel effect in the business. So now, how do we can solve these culture issues? By tapping into the column number 3, which is about discipline culture. So like I say, to build this culture into the discipline culture into the workforce, we need to use two particular bricks into the workforce. Now, how can we build this column into our business so we can use that and build that flywheel effect in our workforce to take the company from present level to the next level. So now, to do this one is about, first, we need to prepare what we want to go first. Such an example, if you want to cook a meal, so we have to put the recipe, we have to run the recipe first, and then we have to collect all the ingredients together. We have to wash them all together, then we have to put them into the pot, and then we need to cook it for a certain period of time and add other chili, pepper on the way to make it a really delicious meal. So the same. We in the company, often we try to hack our cooking process, and then we try to get the meal even try to be for the cooking. So that becomes the problem. So now, to solve and build this column into the workforce, first we need to do the cooking process. So what does it mean? Now, example, if a company is right now, we are making a $20 million business revenue right now. That means we are at level 2 right now, and the next goal is to be a $100 business revenue. So now, to become a $100 business revenue of the company, first we need to particularly design what kind of cultures do we need to have so our company can become a $100 business revenue. So, to make the best answer of the question is about find out a company who has a $100 million business revenue, what kind of cultures they have, and then customize that one for your own business right now. And then you create the culture in your workforce, and then the company will extremely smoothly forward and become a $100 business revenue. So now, what will happen? If we don't build the culture first, we often have the problem is about the roads to become the next level, which is much more going to be a loss of hole into it, and we're going to fall inside the hole, and we're going to break our hand, and we're going to slow down our progress. But in business, we don't want to do that. We want to go faster as possible to go to the $100 business revenue. To get to a $100 business revenue, so that's why we need to build that culture first in our company. So now, look at the company, crop the business, who act like a $100 business revenue, then we embed the culture in our company, then a whole workforce act like a $100 business revenue, and that will take us to the next level. So now, even we design the culture and we deploy it into the company, then now how do we can sustain it? To sustain, there are two fundamental factors we can use to create and sustain that culture. So the first factor is about HR system. So to make that culture sustainable, we want to make it very affordable and much more process-oriented too, and easily cost-effective as well too. The system is a great factor for us. So we need to use a related HR system to sustain the culture. And the second thing is about HR branding. This is very important too. So how often we are in a situation right about, oh, we don't want to hire an employee from that company because they have the culture issue. Exactly. We cannot hire an employee from another company who has a culture issue which can come and break our issue, because each of the company has their own culture, and based on their culture, they attract certain character trait employees to join in their company. So now, you are a $20 million business revenue, and you want to be a $100 business revenue, $1 million revenue business. So now the goal is about you want to act like a $100 business revenue too. So now your employer branding has to be aligned to a $100 business revenue. So then you can able to attract the right amount of talents who are suitable for $100 business revenue, who will be part of it. Because if you design and deploy a culture, and if you keep onboarding a $10 million business revenue talent because they're coming with their own character trait, that will make the whole system broken down until we're never able to build a culture. So we need to sustain the culture to attract the right character trait employees and the leaders from the $100 business or revenue business to join the company as well too. So that is how we can sustain our business. So now you can think that there's a lot of steps. Is there any details around it? Yes, there is a details around this. For me, this one, I spent almost 5 years writing a step-by-step process, a book, 100x business workforce, to help the business leaders and HR professionals to build this workforce flywheel into their business. So I personally don't like reading a book with a lot of ideas. So I did not decide to write a book with a lot of ideas too. For me, I need steps, I need models, I need tools, and that's exactly what you're going to get from the book. So in the chapter 3 to chapter 11, it has a step-by-step process with the tools, downloaded templates, framework, research insight, which you will have all access into it, and you will be able to do that, create this column of discipline culture in your workforce, so you can build this workforce flywheel for your business and take the company from this level to next level. So now the question is, how can you get that book, right? So check the description section of the video. There's a link into it, and that link you can join a priority list of the book. So as soon as the book published, you will receive an early notification to get access to the book. And not only that, as you're joining and priority list, you will have bonuses, perks, tools, and other accesses as well too, which will help you implementation of your HR transformation much easier. And here's another best part. To join the wishlist, you don't need to pay anything upfront, and there is no credit card requirement as well too. So just check the link and join the wishlist so you can get the book as soon as possible. But now you're thinking about that, how do I can learn a little more about other columns too? So I made another video about making discipline process. So just check this video here right now, and you will be able to see how you can and what problem it's coming from and how you can solve it for your workforce so you can build a column and take the company to the next level. So check the video right now, and I'll see you there. All the best. Are you looking to make your workforce more productive and effective? Yes, right? So then I have a great news for you. So check out the description section of this video. There is a bunch of scorecard for you. So what is this scorecard for? So those scorecard can help you to assess different aspect of your workforce present situation. And then when you take the scorecard, you will get understanding of your present situation. You will get industry benchmarks. And not only that, you will also receive our expert advice as well too. So you can tackle them and make your workforce more productive and effective as well too. And one more great thing, there is no fees for scorecards. So feel free to use and also share to your friends and other colleagues as well too. And if you need more our help, so check the also description section. There is a link for us where you can book an appointment with our expert to have a conversation as well too. Are you a business or HR leader? Then this is an excellent challenge for you. So don't forget to subscribe right now so you don't miss out the next valuable insights and tools and guidelines from us.